like the sector to lead the process, and we think that the City Council's role is to help broker and facilitate those discussions and look at ways that we can support the process. But I think for it to be effective, it needs to be led by the sector, because that's where the content's going to be generated, that's where the funding and sponsorship is going to come from.
We want to be one of the first 20 locations selected. We'll be one of the smaller ones, but we want to prove that it can be done, and it can be done cost effectively and with a high glossy output.
Well, local TV means something that's ultra relevant to the area that it serves. It needs to connect directly with the audience on all levels and all age groups. It needs to reflect how they live their daily lives in the past, in the present, and how they will live it in the future.
Is it time for local TV to be up and running?
Yes, I think this is the right time. For example, in Leeds, we have about 4,000 eats a day, and I think that is a need, and people are really hungry for local TV.
The traditional ways of transmitting TV from the BBC and from regional providers are being withdrawn back. The regions are getting bigger. We need it to be local, and there's a great case for every town in the country to have its own independent TV station.
I think it's different for each area, because you're going to have places like Leeds will have their own, obviously, their own TV station, or Sheffield or whatever, going to have their own TV. We're looking at more of an Oxfordshire thing, so actually, you know, what's going on in the county rather than just one specific area.
I think it's very important to the community. It's something we don't have in the UK and many other countries across the world do have. I'm not interested in the business models for local television, but the content has to be absolutely local, and if it is, I truly believe that people will watch it and it will get money for advertising and things like that, because it is a real gap at the moment.
One thing that has been demonstrated is that the government's actually listening to people and have actually adopted and adapted the ways of actually trying to deliver local TV. It's not going to get right first time, but I think at least there is an opportunity to get perhaps 20 stations up and running, try and get a proven, tested model for that, and then roll it out wider.
When we were setting up a local TV channel 10 years ago, we were training young people in how to edit video. They didn't know how to do it. We had to show them. Today, when you're working with young people, they've been editing video on their laptops for the last 10 years of their life. There's been a lot of people talking about it for a long time about, is it doable? I'm not sure that the big broadcasters necessarily know how to do it, because it's not necessarily in their DNA. I'm not sure they'd know how to do it, but I do think that today is the time to do it.
We need to get in now with local TV before it goes over to IP, so that we do have it and we can develop it. If they could have done it sooner than this, better now than later.